Black Dragon, and I've returned to your screens once more. Yes, you won't get rid of me that easy. I'm back here today. Day 4, streaming consecutively, so that's nice. We're also live on YouTube, and we can use a flare. Hell yeah! Last few days, the flares weren't being annoying, but that too many people were using a flare, which is just TikTok being annoying. Let me quickly launch my other laptop so that I can have the stream open on there as well. Hello people, welcome to the stream. Hello, we'll be playing Minecraft shortly. I'm quickly setting up the last few things. So, yes. Okay, here we go. Hello people. Hey, welcome back, Spaghetti. I'm live again. Nice. Currently quickly setting up my other laptop if it will load so I can have the stream open on there. And the auto clicker on again. But yeah. Oh no, don't tell me there's like an update. Okay, good. Good. Okay. There we go. Nice. I do have like a micro video to watch after this, but because Green dropped new micro video, yes, streams are live. Let's select the live stream over here. Let's throw the auto clicker on. Supposed to activate the auto clicker. Then, and let's do that. Good. Auto clicker is on. Let's also put my phone on watching this stream. That's also useful. Gives me more control easily. Without having to do anything else. So here we go. Yep, there we go. Hello peeps. Good. Okay, time to go and actually do the stream bit. So, last we left off, we were working on this area right here, this island. We were going to build a Viking village over here. I had a plan for like a druid's little tent slash hut down here, and then a Stonehenge inspired structure over here on a separate little island. Actually, let's quickly remove this water. Done. And yes, there is still some water that needs updating over here, I see. Don't worry though. Let's update this water. Let's update it. So here we go. Oh, what the fuck is going on? Okay. Oh. Is that all the water updated? Yeah, I think so. Good. Plastic rate 10,000. Done. Yeah, it's almost all the water updated. This one is not updated yet. Done. Good. So we'll be working on that for the start of this stream. Now, actually, what I quickly want to do is jump back to the realm of magic here, because I have a style of build here that I really would like to use. Oh, why did Discord open like that? Is that I don't press the lights anymore. What the fuck? F6. There we go. So, we're at the wrong items. We'll teleport over here. So, there we go. That's the island. Because I quickly wanted to look at this style again. Because, yes, okay. So, it's a spruce log frame. Bottom is stone, and on top of that, it's logs. Stripped logs, to be precise. That's good. Yes, okay, good, yeah. Alright, that's all I needed to see, really. So now we go back to single player. Go back to the world we're building in. Bam. We grab some cobblestone. And just for good measure, we also grab some mossy cobblestone. I do also think we should maybe... Let's just start by building a building over here, shall we? We're not going to go too big. And we're not going to do diagonals if possible, because diagonals were a bane of my existence with the previous time I built in this style. Like that. Good. And then 3. Hello, Burn Cool. Welcome to the stream. I see. Oh, they're gone. That's sad. They're the Grumbot profile image, so I thought maybe they'd stick around for a little bit because the Hermitcraft watchers. But no, they didn't stick around. Okay, that's the outline for one of the buildings. Ooh, someone with runes in their names. Hello. Oh, they're gone. Oh, if they sticked around, that would have been fun because they use runes in their name, and we're building a Viking village currently. Viking biz. So, yeah. I don't like the fact that people are joining and then immediately leaving again. I don't like that. But there's nothing I can do about that, to be honest. Oh well. Yeah. Also, I don't know how long I will be live today, but I'll see. Gonna be live as long as possible today. That's, and my plan is to also stream tomorrow, so, yes, going to try and keep a bit more consistent stream schedule. And this week, trying to stream every day. That's a bit of the thing I'm gonna be trying to do this week. So, nice, the likes are coming in, thanks to my auto-clicker. Yes. My computer load detected, learn how to reduce it, fuck it. My computer load detected, yeah, but I mean, that's normal. Okay, stripped spruce logs, like so. This pattern again, which is also a pattern we used over there on the docks. Then we do this. And do the same over here. And then we can just copy this for the back. Though, actually, no. We will have logs here. Kind of like this. And that way we can add in like a chimney bit. Yes, I think that's a good idea. Oh fuck. So let's grab some stone bricks. Cracked stone bricks, mossy stone bricks. Some stone. Some smooth, not smooth stone. It's a cobble. Yes. Shovel mode is activated. There we go. Uh-huh. It's still detecting a high computer load, but there's no reason for it to detect that. Because I'm just playing some Minecraft. And that's basically all the... I mean, I've got a PowerPoint open that I'm going to close because it's already saved. And also, like... I mean... Ooh. Minecraft is using 96% of memory. How the fuck is Minecraft using 96% of memory? After that, Google Chrome and TikTok, and then... What the fuck? Damn. That's bad. Yeah, okay. Shaders off. Maybe that will help. That did indeed help for a bit. If worse comes to worse, I'll just relaunch Minecraft. That's probably a good solution as well. And otherwise, I will have to restart my laptop. But we'll see. First, and then we'll do something about it. Maybe. If we even do something about it, because Minecraft is running fine. The stream's been running fine thus far. Let's knock on wood. So, we shouldn't, again, knock on wood, have any troubles. I spoke too soon! That was TikTok disconnecting immediately after I said that. Oh, fuck you, TikTok. That was... amazingly timed. Okay, we need stone walls. Oh, actually, I already had that. Oh. Bam. Then we add in a campfire. Bam. And actually, we'll add in a second campfire up here with a hay bale underneath it. That way the smoke will reach higher and look more natural. Though, we'll actually move it a little bit further down the chimney. Why further down the chimney? Well, so that we don't have the fire sticking out the top. And bam. Look, that reaches a way bit higher. So, quite a lot bit higher. We build this up. Actually, like so. Now, I do remember on the roof that I used cobblestone on the outside and then spruce on the inside, I believe. But I need to look at that again. So we once again quickly hop over to the Realm of Magic, which was the other map I was building a while back. Yeah, okay. Inside is spruce, outside has a layer of cobblestone. Okay. Which is what I'm using to reference the build style currently, because it's my own version of the Viking build style. Here we go. Actually, what? There. Good. Always need to take a sip of iced tea. Okay. Here we go. Let's continue on. Hello, people. Welcome to the stream. Wait. Why is that like the other account? Okay. What the fuck? This is being seen as a bot. I don't know. So, what we'll do is we're gonna grab some spruce stairs. We're gonna grab the stone stairs, cobblestone stairs. Not mossy. I mean, we could do some mossy in there. Oh, we got a normal one. Good. So, this. And then we add here this, and we add this little bit. Actually, the chimney needs to be higher then, because that one needs to stick out of the roof. So yeah, I mean, we'll increase the height of the chimney by 1 more. That way, we have it stick out a little bit more and better. So actually we go back to this tab, shovel mode enables, and we build this up. And we go back to this tab, and actually we add a few little details, like some walls around, to add a little bit more of curvature to the chimney and structural feeding. Okay. So next, I'm going back here. I'm going to continue on with the roof, but we do it on this side first. And I mean, these aren't longhouses, but they are Viking-y in vibe, and that's more what I'm going for with these buildings than actual historically correct Viking buildings. I mean, I could build historically correct Viking buildings if I wanted to, but I don't want to, because I wanted to have feel like my own builds. I mean, I could make it my own build, but never mind. I'm talking myself into a corner, aren't I? Yep. Okay. Okay, and we need a cobblestone slab, like right there. And the rest of this, in terms of the roof itself, is gonna be spruce stairs. And beyond that, we also need to build this up, I remember. This, and then this. Actually, we're gonna do it like so. Like so. Wait, oh. Ah. Yes. Yeah, no, it is this one. There we go. Bam. Hello to Carl-Leon's X. Unzulu and Yippetit. Welcome to the stream. Hello, people. Fun that you're here. Welcome. I appreciate it. And enjoy. So, quickly going to finish off the roof here, then we add the detail to the side walls. I'm not going to do interiors for these, because at least not right now, because that just is going to take way too much time. And also I still the ones I built in that other world also don't have interiors, because I didn't even know what to do with the interiors with these. So yeah. I mean, I will add some lighting in here. That's most what I will do. Okay. Bam. Here we go. Good. Then we add this in. Actually, the building should have been one high, but okay, that's fine. This is just gonna be the lower building. Copy this over there, copy this to over here. Select all of this, flip it, copy it over to here. Stair right there, stair right there. Trapdoor time. Always add a lot of trapdoors. Hello people, welcome to the stream. Just tuning in. Also, this red concrete will go away in once we're done with building up this village. This Viking village. Because, yeah. It's not meant to be there. The red concrete. Bam. Good. Very good. Okay, that's the first building here. Donish. We'll add these in onto there. Same over here. Bam. And that's the first building done. So I think a building over here is definitely going to be good. I'm going to probably make that a bigger building. Maybe another building over there. And then let's see how much space we have left if we can add another building. Because I also want to add in like a little bit of like a berry garden. Because Vikings actually used to grow berries. And such. So, yeah. Ooh, actually, what I could do is extrude this a little bit. A little bit of... And do it like that. And then we actually move this. 1, 2. Okay, yeah. This is going together. Then we add the entrance over there. Yes, okay. But that does mean that this needs some more foundational bits. Some more cobblestone down there, but that's fine. Just then we just go to this tab. No, not this tab. Oh, this is that tab. Quickly remove these. Oh no, wait, never mind. Oh well. We added the foundations to this build. That being a layer of cobblestone around the bottom. Both mossy and normal cobblestone because that just looks better. And yes. Actually, the entrance is right there. Then we're going to lower everything on the inside here. By 1 block. And we pull this out. Actually, that's also fill in the floor here already. Where's the stripped spruce log? There it is. Good. And we're not going to be building on diagonal anyway, so that's fine. So we copy this. Like so. And that's the floor part of this build done. Then we build up these pillars so we can hit this height. So we can cover up that height. Nice. So like this. Now we do this. We copy this over here, like so. Then we do this, and select it and go over here. And then we just Put that one there. Cross this. Add that. Add thread tools around the bottom. Actually, we're going to remove this size. Another chimney. Yeah, another chimney fits there, yeah. And then one more house over here. Baker's building. Maybe one up there. Yeah, I think that will look nice. Yeah. And with the Drakkar over here. And actually, we can add some storage around here as well. For like the Drakkar. Yeah. So let's build up that. Chimney. So go. There we go. This one frankly doesn't need to be that high. Bit like so. And then we go to these. And then we add in a campfire down here. Like right now the smoke doesn't even reach the top. So we're gonna grab a hay bale, add that down there, campfire on top. Then we go to stairs, activate shovel mode again, add a top this, bam, and then we have the second chimney done for the most part because we still go down to here, add in a bunch of these, shaping, bam, nice. That's the chimney done. And there still needs to be trapdoors done in here. So here we go. Also, there won't be a wall or anything because there's no need for it, so we'll just leave it as is when it comes to defenses. Because the actual walls will be outside of the bit that we have taken from the walls where this comes from. Because that's basically the story of this base. It like different bits of history being pulled into this place. So that's why we have medieval, Egyptian, Indian temple, Vikings next to each other. That's also the reason why this base is called the Nexus. And okay, yeah. There's 50 seconds, less than 50 seconds left on the flare. 188 people currently have been in the stream thanks to the flare. That's nice. Here we go. Good, we add this in right here. This right here. Next we're gonna start on the roof. Like so. Also, if my voice is a bit weird today, my nose is clogged. I just have been having a lot of that issues, like a cold, even though it's like mid-May, I have colds. Yeah. Okay. Here we go. And since we're already here, we can add these two in. this. And the best bit about Delft having a chimney on this side is that I can just go do this, do that, flip it, and copy it. Good. So that's the entire roof framing done. We need that over there. Bam. We go like this. Let's add some more so that's nice spruce logs. Actually, we can just go and select this and copy it over. Bam. So now we do this. For a little bit, we can use the copy tool to speed this up as well. And then we need spruce slab. Oh, actually, we need both spruce slabs and trapdoors here. That's what I did on the other roofs. So, spruce slab, trapdoor. To add a little bit more detail to the roofs. In the middle here. Okay, 2 of these. 2 trapdoors. 1 of these. 3 of these. Bam. We select this bit of the roof. Actually, we can't do that because of the chimney. So we do this instead. Like this. And there's one more thing I need to do, because now inside that is a layer of the roof that doesn't have that bottom area. There we go. And that's the second house here finished. I need just to connect the top to it. I can easily do that from here. Like so. There we go. Actually, let's have a look at my creator camp real quick. Yeah. I mean, you got most of this week done. Yeah. Okay. Oh. Okay. Lastly, we're definitely going to have a house here. Might just do just like I did on the other side. And extrude here a little bit. So that we have a little bit more space to work with. Let's put 2 here. Fits more, good. So that's a little bit more space to work with. I was talking about adding some storage. I think actually here some storage for the stuff that would be on the Drakkar would be good. So what we'll do is we're gonna grab some barrels, some rails, and actually we're gonna grab some logs as well, like so. And we add the rails on top of here to be like cut off logs. Actually, on the ends here, we'll go and add in some, not a lot, strip logs. That way it really looks like it's been cut down. So. And then we just also like add in a bunch of barrels right here. So. Okay. Actually, on top of that, we can add a little lantern as well. And we copy this one a few times around. 2 times is a few. Okay. Nice. I really did not sleep well last night. Don't know why, but just didn't sleep well. Not a free. Not a free. Like I said, this is going to be a bigger building. Chimney will be in the back here. Oh no, wait, actually, this is going to be a non-living area. This is going to be a forge. This is going to be the forge. Yeah. So it still has a spruce out side, but like stone stairs to leading up here. And then right here, some of this. And the actual forge area will have more of these blocks in there in terms of floor space. We'll of course also still have the cross beams in the floor, but we'll add those in a bit. First we'll add in the pattern of the floor. Okay. We remove this. So. Actually, we keep this like so. Okay. Bam. So this is where the great furnace will be. Because like these Vikings, they have to forge their weapons somehow. Now I won't say that, don't know exactly if they have a forge exactly like I'm building right now, but they definitely had forges for their weapons. See? Okay. Good to know. That's also something that was shared with my family, so I need to have a quick look at that. But it wasn't mega important, but it's an interesting thing to keep in mind and do something with. More like that. Something like that. Okay, yes. So, what I'll do for this forge, we'll have this area have a cap on it. Meanwhile, we'll have an open area out here with some fences going around, like so. Actually, more like this. And this whole place will be very much open and such, so it's a large open space to work in. That's good for the heat, for the people that work here in the forge, but also it's like very much a fun element, and it allows me to have like a lot of decoration around here. So yes, and as you can see, the fires here are placed in such a way that they would not catch the wood on fire. And these walls are being built up here. And actually, I will go to this one again, add a bit, actually up there, and close this bit off, place a layer of these blocks on here, like so, place one more layer of these on top of here, and yeah, we're not going to have like an actual like roof like those, so we don't have to worry about that. So we're gonna grab those wall bits again, add a bunch around here, then go back to the stairs and do one like so. That way we still have like the big furnace opening there. Let's see, if I were to add a hay bale right there, would that be visible from the ground? That's one of my main concerns with that. I mean, yeah, it is visible. Okay, we'll raise this whole bit up one, so that we can raise these up, because then the smoke is less visible and noticeable because it's not going up further. So here we go. Bam. Yeah, that way it looks more better with the smoke. Better with the smoke. Gonna add a bit of slabs around here. Then we're gonna go here, grab the campfire. Place down some campfires down here, so the smoke goes up as far as possible. Nice. It's starting to look like a forge. So we add in these as a detailing. Again, fences. Actually, no, this wall is going to be closed off. This wall is going to be closed off. This wall is going to stay open. And for this close-up wall, we will use the stone again. Because this wall will be like a shelf wall with a shelf. So we have spruce trapdoors. I mean, that's a bit high, but that's fine. Actually, bam. There's a whole cabinet being built out of spruce trapdoors. So, and I do know we have the armor stamp mod on the server, so I could even add in like a weapon laying down there, which is gonna look nice. Then what we need to add is we're gonna grab an anvil. some cauldrons, a bucket of water, so that you can actually the anvil is going to be close to the fire here. So you can actually go forge and then cleanse what you forged in there. We're going to add a little bit of a table right over here. This is where tools can be stored for quick access. So forge, storage for the tools, open area, nice. And then we need a roof on here, but the roof on here is actually going to be made out of campfires. Extinguished campfires to be more exact, but let's throw this on here. Actually, I do like this pattern, yes. So, actually, let's extinguish these real quick and then copy it over. That's quicker. Like those are now extinguished. Bam. You got a pattern in there as well. Look at that. Big old forge. There's lights there. We got water down here. Clenching. Oh. Yes. We're going to fix the path here a little bit. Make it connect correctly. To the rest here. I mean, there's a little bit much, but the rest is going to be and this is actually going to be grass, like so. Nice, and actually, ooh, maybe 2 blocks of grass there for shaping. Yes. So that's the forge. Does look nice and fits in nicely. I do need to add some more details outside of here, like these, and we'll actually add in a layer down here as well. Then we do it over here. We do it on these. And actually at the top here we'll do it like so. That way we add even more detail to the build without adding too much. Nice. Oh, and yeah, this here definitely needs some stairs on there. Like so. Bam. Very nice, very good. So, we got 22k likes, nice. Let's see. Yeah, one more build up here. And for that one, we're actually going to pull this layer up a bit. But we'll do that in a way like this. We actually add in a little bit more moss. That's something I didn't expect to do, but okay. Because I thought I had all the moss removed, but okay, fine. Because I thought I replaced all the grass and that's all. That's fine. And there we go. A little bit more building space up here to build the final house, and then we'll probably place another tree somewhere over here. But oh, this is starting to look nice, and it does feel like a little village, and that's been pulled from a world. And you know what? While we're at it, let's go replace this path, shall we? Because it's horrible. Go to Noise Painter. We go to a preset texture, which here, path. So replace all those path blocks with mud blocks. So we've got all the different mud variants in here, and brown mushroom blocks. Oh, those are gonna be horrible. Yeah, brown mushroom blocks are not going to be the easiest to get. Whoops. And mud brick slabs are going to be the ones we'll use for smoothing out the path here. Because that just looks nice. Like so. Good. Actually, did I use paths over here? No, I didn't, because I didn't add paths here. I'm not going to. Good. Because we don't need paths over there. Yes. Okay. So, one more build over here, and then the druid-like hut over here-ish, with a bridge to another little island. Okay, yeah. I think that's the plan. I look for it. Oh, that looks nice. That looks nice from the top. Yes. Let's have a look from it from the where the starter base is. This is going to be my starter base for that server. Oh yeah, this looks cool. This looks cool. Like you can see that island a little bit. It's not good that you can see of that island, but there's like you can see definitely see the island, but that one is a little bit more prominent in terms of what you can see. And imagine this over an ocean. That's gonna look immaculate. Also, for the people just joining in, I am building basically a mega base design, which I'll probably try to recreate in survival, though. It's a big ass mega base. We've got currently 4 islands floating here. We got the small, which is going to be a starter base. That is a Egyptian inspired island. We got this massive castle in the middle here. And now we've got currently a Viking island that we're building up. The idea of this base is basically a bit of the world that has been ripped out from other worlds. Bits of worlds that have been ripped out of other worlds. So that's basically the idea. And I quickly need to do something over here. Because my laptop apparently... there we go. There we go. Okay, we're live still. Steam, no. No, because like a lot of stuff opened because I had to start up my laptop. Bam. Bam. And we're also at 24 likes. Nice. Hell yeah. Okay, so let's think. Yeah. Here we are. Let's start on designing that last build, shall we? Although we do need to add in some lanterns here and there for lighting purposes. Like in the openings here. I do really like, yeah, this is nice lighting in here. Now, one of the things I want to do on that server is basically like set up like some quests as well. So this base is also going to be quite a good base for like a full-on quest playthrough, because like you have different little worlds. So I can make some little small quests around here. Like have someone have a quest to go into the pyramid and go through the maze in here, which isn't that hard, but like, yeah. And I even have a second floor still unused in this pyramid, so I could go and make an actual chamber in here. Add some redstone stuff so that you can activate something around here. That would be cool. And yes, I did just get lost in my own pyramids. Because it is actually quite a maze. Because right now we're at the entrance, but like there is a hallway that goes around everything. And then in the middle here, there is like an actual maze bit. And we have this chamber here. Which could also use some more detail, to be honest, yeah. So, and then we have the outside here. And that's actually the same symbol on the actual, as on the actual desert pyramids. So, it's a little bit of an upgrade as desert pyramids. Desert temple. Yeah. Also, how this looks here, it's just amazing. It feels so grand, but it is also grand because, like, it's tall, very tall and nice, and like you have little bits of lights that come through the leaves over there, which are also going to be a health gap because it's all, because it's cherry leaves, but that's not the hard part. The flowering azalea leaves, those are going to be the hard parts together. Because even flowering azalea, moss things, they only give a few flowering azalea leaves, so I need to farm a whole lot of leaves. Whole lot of leaves I'm going to need to farm. But for this build style, like, leaf roofs do really look nice. And I mean, it also gave me some nice patterns in here with like the pink cherry blossom leaves and the green azalea leaves. So, yeah. I might, just for budget reasons, also use the normal azalea leaves in there, but a lot of it will also be flowering. Because that just fits with the cherry. And I know I've been stalling, let's just start building. And this will actually be quite a thin one, I think, but a longer one. 3, 3, 3, 3. Yeah, I think something like this in terms of size is good. Because that means also none of the buildings in this whole little town are the same. In terms of size. Because that one is... I mean, those two are pretty similar in size, but also completely different types of buildings. Ooh, and we do have some space behind here. That is still open. Oh yeah, I was going to add some trees. Yeah, gonna add another tree there. So, yeah. Okay, let's add in that layer of cobblestone and mossy cobblestone for the bottom. That was one too early. Like so. And actually with this one I want to go a little bit taller than the others. So we're gonna go to this height. We're going to have a nice big furnace and chimney in the back here. Actually, actual Viking houses had them in the middle. So for this one, I will actually put it in the middle. Yeah. So like around here. That's where the chimney will go. So... And I actually remember that last time I did these, I did it like this. Then we add in this. Then we go up here, add in this fire. Go up with one of these ones more. back to the stairs, do it like this. Like that. Stay with the stairs for a bit. Yeah, like that. Give me a moment. Because I got another message which I had to quickly respond to. But was quick. So, here we go. We start building up the chimney a lot more. I don't know how tall this will be, so we'll just build up till we're certain we'll be above, and then later on we'll make it a little bit smaller. It won't be this tall when it comes to the actual chimney. Shut off the shovel mode and start adding in the rest of the wall bits. And in a moment or two also the floor. Fence gate, I want this spruce fence, like so. We can copy this around. To speed up the build. Do this for these bits. Like so. And right here we do this. We extrude these ones down. Go and add in the floor. Where are my planks? There we go. Planks. So we do that. And then we do still the same pattern over here, though only 2/3 of it. Actually, that here becomes a new unique pattern. Because that will become this. This will actually become this. Let's clone this bit over to this side. Let's clone this bit over to this side. And then we do this. And bam, that's the floor done. So now we go outside and start adding in the roof. So this is a long and skinny building, so the roof will be relatively low, but also not too low. Actually, it's not that skinny compared to... It's the exact same size as that one, and this side of that one. I can just copy a bit of this roof actually, then. Can't I? Yep. Nice. That also means I can copy this here, and I don't have to place that. I mean, could have copied that anyway. Yeah. Bam. Oh, and I can also copy this layer here for both sides. I'm going to do that. Do that so. Only reason I'm not copying more of the roof is because of the chimney in the middle, which affects the shape of the roofing thus far. That's just a certain part where there will not be roof. Now if I copy over the roof, then I break the chimney, which is not good. Or just doesn't look good. I would need to be prepared. And I don't want to prepare it, because why would I want to do that? But I can just simply build up the roof. Like so. And then we copy like up to where the chimney is to the other side. Because also on this height we have this going across. So the only thing we need to add ourselves now is this layer. And in a moment or two, the rounding of the chimney. So the chimney rounding. Bam. Skadoosh. Klablam. And then I can just do this, clip it, copy it over, bam. And then I can do a different pattern of slabs and trapdoors here. Good. Bam. Grab this. Grab the lantern. So. Then, what we'll do. Oh, I didn't copy over the fence. Wait, didn't that one have a fence then? Oh, that one doesn't have fences yet. Ah. That explains it. It doesn't have that. It does have fences down there. Okay. We didn't have fences up here. That's fine. We just add those. Okay. Last few details we add in that. Going around the build now with 4 trapdoors. Again, we also add those down here. Remove these blocks because we can. Down here. Okay, and then we add these two. And then we still need to add the path, but we're going to now remove all the red concrete. So, because we've built the village in terms of how big the village will be. And for the path, we'll go to new one. These, select the 3 blocks. Dig out the path a little bit. Bam. There we go. So that's our Viking village done. In terms of the buildings. The interiors of this Viking village are currently not here. But that's something we can add on later. Once I actually have stuff for the interiors here. And that could be story related. Once I do that. I quickly need to take a sip of iced tea. So, nice. So, we're gonna go here. next we're going to add a little bit of a tent build. So I am actually going to grab I'm going to grab some wool. Some good old red wool, red banners, red carpets. Then I'm gonna take this spruce trap doors and fence gates, fences, trapdoors, some logs, and barrels, and then a bed. Although, for a druid, for a druid, it would definitely be more green. So instead of red wool, we can have moss. Because moss also has carpet, and then green banner. Yeah, that's better. Now, for this build, we're going to, again, build straight, because I don't want to build on diagonals today. So, like so. And it's going to be a bit of a big tent, because even though Druid is one with nature, they've got a lot of stuff they gather for spells and such, and for magic, so they need a little bit of space to put their stuff. Let's take out the shaders for now. So we're gonna have some moss up here, banner up there. Like that's gonna be the size of the tent. And it's gonna have some moss growing out of it, of course. This goes back. Like to there. So actually we'll just increase the height of this bit. Right here. Adding some grass back here as well. Like so. Do this. And copy it over to here. We're going to add some more moss. And actually down here we're also going to add in another log for structural integrity, as well as some more fences down here. Which will also have some more green banners on. Like, it's gonna be a lot of green this build. Like so. But that fits with the druid vibe. Nice. Actually, there's also some green on the moss bits there. Some green banners, I mean. And I'm going to add in some moss carpets. In and around, on and around. Like so. The floor is going to be all natural. Because again, it's a druid, so of course the floor would not be something that isn't natural. It's all natural materials that we're using for this little build here. So we're gonna have some supports, like so, going over that. So that we pull out these all the way back here, these two all the way back here, and extrude the moss. Again, add more moss carpets around. Actually, also bone meal the moss to make it even look more natural. Also, it's the only place on which I'll allow azaleas to stand in the base. There we go. Moss also spreads onto the grass. Makes it look even more part of the nature around. Then inside of here, we're gonna have some barrels. A whole bunch of barrels. Dude likes to collect his stuff. Bit of a table to work on. A chair to sit on while working. A green. Actually, he would sleep on moss. He would sleep on a bed of moss. Like this. Actually, moss is pretty soft, especially if you have like the good moss. So yeah. Then even though it's a druid, he would probably need a little bit of a fireplace to stay warm, especially in the winter. So he would have a fireplace here. Right here. Though it would be one that is safe, very safe, so built into the ground. And that's the only thing with stones around here. And only the natural stones. So no stone bricks. And the side is good. Like so. And same goes for this here, although this one would just be a stone block. Campfire. Nice. Again, the bed. Up here, some smoke coming out of there. Snipe bit of smoke. Yeah, that looks nice. Little druid's hut. And there's not going to be explicitly a path to the druid's hut, but there will be like the path leads towards there anyway. So and actually to make it look like the path is also just ripped out of from another world and doesn't just stop. We're going to add in this right here. Put this to path block. The path. Make the radius a little bit bigger. Let's make this flat. Yeah, 1 is good. Then we select this. And we noise paint it into this. Bam. That way it looks like the path would have kept on going. But it won't connect to the bridge anyway, because the bridge will be over here-ish. But that finishes off this island. Nice. Nice. Good. Although, no, doesn't finish off the island because there is some more trees that need to be placed down. But that's easily done. Go here. Divert. Add blueprint. And then we go here, spruce tiger tree. Wait, did I call it spruce tiger? No, spruce tree. With large. With leaves. Yes. And the only reason I have like only one size of these is because these were horrible to design and build. Bam. So now that's done. Oh, and I also need to go around in the forest here and add some foliage everywhere. It's possible to add foliage. I still need to remove this. So now we're just going to bone meal everything here a little bit. At least the grass bits. That way we have some more life and foliage in here. And make it feel like an actual forest. Oh, and I forgot about the berry farm. Oh well. I mean, we have a little bit of space here. I can add a little bit of berry farm here. Yes, let's do that. So what we need is we need logs, trapdoors, and slabs. Oh, those are over there, yeah. Slabs, logs. Oh, and then lanterns. But those we'll place on later. We add a slab onto here. Do this. That way you won't get hurt by the berries. Actually, this way we also don't have to have a lantern on there. And we copy this over to here. We have some berry farms going here. And it's behind there, so the only way to get that is through here. Yeah, oh well. No, wait. We'll make a little bit of a path here. With this in the hand, it's like a mostly 1 block path, 2 blocks at most in terms of thickness. Get that down behind here. There it goes in there. Good. Let's do a little bit of more landscaping. We'll grab another slab here. Okay, like that. Nice. Good. Good. That finishes off the island. This island. For the most part, oh, I forgot. There's more bone meal. More to bone meal, of course. There's more to bone meal. Like, there's this patch here that isn't bone meal. There's this patch here that isn't bone meal. Same goes for this patch. And all these patches. Here, bam, bam, bam. Add life to nature. Have flowers. Lots of flowers. Now, of course, once I build this in survival, it's not going to be exactly this pattern of flowers and grass and everything, because I'll do it like I'm doing it here with bone meal. But it looks a lot better with here. Let's put on those shaders. There we go. Yeah. There we go. That looks nice, doesn't it? Right. So, what I was planning for that little island is a bit of a Stonehenge, like ruin area. So that little island will not be too big. Like a circular shaped island with a little bridge of some kind connecting to it. Maybe even just a parkour bit bridge. So, pardon me. Yes. Before I can do anything, I need to build up a little bit of that island. And actually, to start with that island, we're going to go to shapes. Going to select a cylinder. And we're going to increase the size of the cylinder a little bit, but mainly diameter. We're going to rotate it a little bit. Oh, fuck. This needs to be 0. 0. What the fuck? Raw and pitch are exactly the same in terms of function? Okay. Didn't know that. Bam. And actually make it a little bit smaller. There we go. Because now we go around it with the rock tool. And that's going to be the size of the island. Going to add a little bit more to the bottom area here in a moment. Then flatten the top once we have smoothed out the bottom. So bam. Smooth tool. Nice. Let's extrude this downwards. Like that. Let's now go and grab some stone bricks. Select center. Our center for this build. Let's see, if we do it like this. Will it all still fit on the islands? It does look like it. For the most part, at least. A little bit of floating would not be bad. So it's going to be a little bit Stonehenge inspired. It will also have like floor markings with water running through them. And I messed up with this one and that one as well. So we're quickly going to do this. Bam. Then grab some stairs. Stone. Specifically stone brick stairs. Just a stone brick for in the middle. So we're going to add this in the middle, like so. Okay. Let's actually just copy this around instead of placing all of them. Then we do this. And go back here. The rest of this will be filled in terms of the circle. Though, if we follow the circle, we probably will end up outside. Let's first do the inner circle here. Like so. Add in little pools of water around here. Like so. Add these in. Nice. Okay, yeah, that's gonna look nice with water in there. And we're gonna use stairs right here, but these are for getting onto the platform. And of course we do need to add in like some mossy stone as well to add in some more detail. So I'm going to grab from the middle here, copy it over to there, flip it, rotate it. So we've got everything everywhere the same. Nice. Gonna add some water in there. So. Oh, of course I will also update. Yeah, okay, yeah. We can fix that in a moment or two. Don't worry. Okay, this one right here, this one right there. Bam. This right here. Bam. Bam. There we go. Now we need to fix this here. And it doesn't want to be fixed. Okay, that's fun. Other solution. We'll just make it a slab. Cause why the bloody hell not? That fixes all these issues right here. And it still looks nice. Good. Then, we're going to add in some pillars. Smaller ones here. Bigger ones here. So we also are gonna grab some stone brick walls. Two of those. And for the spooky vibe with the shaders on, we're gonna add some soul lanterns. Oh no, wait, candles. Candles. Because that's the fun thing about this shaders. Candles also give up their colored light. And also allows us to have more detail. Because it's different for each one of these. So we still need to light them. And then on top of here we'll do this. We copy and flip it. And then this. And then add slabs on top of here. So that way, top is the same. Good. Now we're going to grab a flint and steel. Light all these candles. As we set slash time set midnight, we have the nice bit of blue lighting around here. Make it feel mystical. And to add extra mysticism around here, I'm gonna add a few more down here. Now, normally if you want to make it creepy, you would add like blood, but I'm not going to make this creepy because it's like a druid's. It's a druid thing. Why would druids have blood laying around their like special place where they do their rituals? They wouldn't. They would keep it clean, and especially this druid would keep it clean and no blood at all. Yeah, it makes, and it is related to like a moon goddess thing, something like that. And it's from the same world as the rest of this, but it's just magically transported to here. So, one of the things that we do need to add around here is some grass and moss. I think that's a good idea, and we use the replace tool to start with a bit of grass around here of the island. And also, one way to add more mysticism to this place, what we can do once I've done all this grass, because I just remembered that I already did that earlier in the build, so why not also here, is adding some floating candles. So we select the candles again. We add some floating candles in a spiral like way around here. Yes, that looks nice. Let's light all these candles. That's the annoying bit. You need to light them. Okay, then we have some candles over here. That's only lighting up. And it also lights this place up a little bit more. Look at that. Now it feels really mystical. Doesn't it? Good. So let's now bone meal the ground around here. Add some flowers in here. Actually, no, wait. Oh fuck. Let's deactivate that. Let's replace all of this with flowers. And actually not these, but these. Because these fit in with the colors and the entire place. And will also make it look more mystifying and mythic, because it's like in a field of these, which is cornflower. And the only place where we don't have cornflowers is where the path would have been. It's gonna be. Because I will add like some path blocks to this place. Because it still needs to look like it's being ripped out of from walls. But that's still right at the base. To that point I probably will also add some like frozen rocks just around. So now we go up here, remove that, activate this, do that, bam, deactivate this, bam. Look at that, it's nice and mystical. I'm going to move it a little bit closer once I'm done with shading the bottom, which I have a perfect place to stand for in this build. Right here. Operations, auto shade, stone, remove terracotta. And oh, actually, light stone, remove terracotta, remove the muds, adding cobbled deep slates, remove these two, add. That should, yes, that has shaded this place, though it's very much all deep slate. Whoops. Let's do it from here then. That adds in a little bit more. Let's go all the way up then. Higher. That, yeah, that's better. Good. Good. So now for the bridge. What I'm thinking for the bridge, I don't want this to be a natural bridge. I mean, I want this to be a natural bridge, but I don't want it to actually directly bridge. So I think a little bit of parkour is required. That might be nice. So we'll build some stepping stones, something like that, going from down here up to there. I think that will be nice. So we grab some stone. We add in one over here. That jump is doable. That jump is doable. That jump is doable, and then we can get up here with one more stone. And we can maybe add this one a little bit closer. Do that, and then we can get up here. So that's about the layout for the stepping stones. We're going to add a little bit more to them. Like make them a little bit bigger. I'm gonna grab some stone slabs, pressure plates, buttons, and also some cobblestone walls. Remove this. So, like that. And a little bit more, like so. Stone bottom at the bottom there. A bit like that. That way it's also easier to jump onto here. This will be slab. Okay, like so. Button. At the bottom we'll add some stone walls and actually another stair. Let's have a look. Oh. Ooh. Ah, here we go. Yes, okay. Video. Done. I've got another video to watch, Eclipse. A friend of mine who I've actually already played Minecraft with, she was also on Day of Create for a bit at the end there. Post new videos, so I've got something to watch once I'm done here. As well as the new Korean video. Oh, I've got a lot of Minecraft videos to watch once I'm done here. Oh well, I am home tomorrow, so I can just do that. Yes. Watch some nice Minecraft videos. Do the work I need to do tomorrow. It's actually, I need to do some voice acting work for a game project we're working on, which is very nice. So, though I need to do both the English and Dutch voice acting now. It was just, before it was just the English one, now I also need to do Dutch one. So that's gonna be fun. So, yeah. I can do it. I know I can do it. Yeah. I think maybe adding a little bit more texture, but those are some nice stepping stones and feels like a broken bits. Hey Milan, it's indeed a long time no see. Now I have also not streamed for a while before this 4-day streak, so that's the explainer why. But hello, welcome back into a stream of mine. Glad you could make it again. It's I didn't stream for a while. I'm trying to get back to a bit more of a regular streaming stuff. So yeah. I probably will also be streaming tomorrow once I'm done with my work. So yeah. There we go. That looks nice. Yep. And since we can, and it adds a little bit of light onto here, we're just going to add a few candles, which already fit in with like the stuff up there. Oh, And the best thing is we can have it counting up from 1, 2, 3, and 4. That's a nice little funny detail. So we add this, we add that. Here we go. Bam. Jumping stones to this bit. That's gonna be nice. So, Mila, if you're wondering what I'm working on, I am working on designing a mecha base for a server I'll be playing on sometime in the future. So, yeah, it's a big mega base. Also, it will be like this starter base will actually be like the second starter base, more so than an actual starter base. At least I think, maybe, I don't know. But like, this is the current build we're going with. So the concept behind this build is as following. This build is like a nexus point of between time and space, and bits and bobs of like different kind of worlds, different places are being ripped out and converging in this spot. So we have this giant Indian temple slash Asian built inspired castle. We've got this Egyptian island over here with a little bit of an oasis slash the Nile River and a nice looking pyramid. And now we have the Viking Islands, and also that island over there is the Star Base Islands, which I'm calling it, and that is also basically just medieval era. I might add in a second island over here, smaller island, to add in like an inn or something, which will serve as a quest hub. Because most of this base is not going to be active personal base, but also will be used for like quest stuff for the other players on that server. So like they get a quest to go to the druid's house, find an item. They, for instance, or get a quest to go here to this place here, make an offering or something like that. So it's very much also going to be story build out. Like one of the quests is definitely going to be like go and raid the desert pool slash pyramid here. Be Indiana Jones, go and raid that. Something like that. So yeah. But I've got now 3 extra items besides this in the middle here, which is going to be my actual base for the most part. That's also the reason why there is a giant sorting system in here. And also the well-known villager dungeon setup. It doesn't have like the actual zombification system in here, but like it's dozens of villages upon dozens of villages in here, so yeah. Exploiting the villagers setup. As usual. And we've got some nice big open areas around here. Some areas even only accessible by flight up here, which is going to be my place where I will set up my spawn point here. Because that's just going to be nice once this is built. Because by the time I am building this, I hope to at least have an elytra, because otherwise it's going to be a pain. Though this whole base is no elytra accessible thanks to the waterfalls. Because you could technically, if you are on this island and you go to this island, you can just jump, get into the waterfall, and swim up the waterfall all the way to the top and get to the other islands. And that's also one of the things that I am doing to tie this whole base together. Have like each bit of the builds have at least one water feature, which makes it just feel cohesive in between the builds. So like this bit here is clearly like ripped away from like a bit of a ocean area or ocean accessible area. This bit here has like a river flowing from this cave. This bit has like a now slash oasis over here. Also, for one of my next islands, I really would like to build up like a Yellowstone-esque nature thing around here, maybe. Mainly because of like also the Chaos Cubed update that is coming, because then I can use silver blocks for that. But I don't have access to the silver blocks yet, so because I'm playing currently in 1.20.4, which I don't even have access to some of the tough variants. So I'm going to design the island, but probably will update it before actually building it. Yeah. So at most, what I'm thinking to do is add 3 more islands around here. Because I do also really want to do like a Greek slash Roman inspired one. Which is going to be a smaller it's going to be an island that isn't as big as either of one of these two. That's actually the second biggest island. This is the biggest island, and that's the third biggest island. I want to keep it like that. So a smaller island for a Yellowstone-esque biome, a smaller island for a Roman one, and then a third one for, I don't know, to be honest. Like maybe like, yeah, custom biome maybe. I don't know. So also this starter base has a full interior, which I can also show off. So first of all, we have the living room, lots of bookshelves, a TV, seating area. Then we go up to the second floor. We have the coffins, which it's actually quite fitting for medieval Europe because, well, vampire stories always around. It's always have like at least part of it be inspired by medieval Europe, and also vampires became popular around the Middle Ages. So yes. And up here, attic, we have some decorative but also functional stores. But that's not all. Because this other house has a basement with way more storage. 64 chests on each side. So a total of 128 chests here, ready to store stuff. And then we also have the enchanting room below. Enchanting and brewing room. With a full enchanting setup. Storage to store lapis and books in. Nether wart growing here. Enchant brewing stands, stuff to store brewing stuff in. So yeah. So we've got some stuff on the ground here. So we've got lots of stuff. And actually, for like the quest stuff, there's something I want to check real quick. And if so, I want to build up something. Because if I were to place a hopper underneath here, or a hopper minecart, either one of the two. For the other one, I do need a drill. But if I were to place that underneath here, let's first try a hopper. Place this one back. Let's grab a jungle log, throw it on there. That doesn't work. Okay. Now then, if we add a hopper, drill, hopper minecart, add that, and that works. Nice. Okay. That's good to know, because that way I can add in, like, you need to go with a specific item to this place to activate something. Something like that, or get a different item. But that works. Nice. Very nice. Because then I can have to then make like a quest where they need to make an offering to the moon god or something at night. And then the at night bot is technically optional, but oh well. But that's a nice detail I'm going to probably add at some point. But I have been live for over 2 hours. Damn, I've been live for over 2 hours, and I think I've come to the point where I should probably stop streaming for today because it's been 2 hours. So if y'all enjoyed it, please leave a like, subscribe, stick around the channel for more content to come. My 1000th video on YouTube is coming up real quick. This is going to be this stream fault is going to be 995. So 5 more videos after this, and we've hit 1000 videos. I need to figure out something to do for that. Anyways, I'll see y'all next time. Goodbye. To YouTube, goodbye.